Hey everyone, welcome back to topic 8.05, negative numbers. Where get yourself ready for retrieval practice. Get the 10-minute timer set. Here we go. So here's your 6 questions. We're up to 5D. So this is your second set on the new trend of 6 here. Pause the video when you're ready. Press play and get the answers. Okay, here are your answers. Make sure you've got your green pen. Make sure you're making the necessary corrections, please. You know how important this is. Make sure you're doing it properly because it'll pay off in the long run. Well done if you got 4 or more right. We want to be aiming for 4/5 or more, and you hear me say this all the time. Okay, so our learning objective, being able to understand negative number calculations. But today, we're going to be focusing on looking at evaluating missing numbers to complete calculations. So, we will now find the missing value in calculations like this. So as you can see here, where there's an underscore symbol, that is where our missing number needs to go. So on to the first I do, find the missing value. So I can see that the starting point is -5, and it's asking me to subtract a number to get to -6. Well, this is really easy starting point. So to get from -5 to -6, I just need to subtract 1. Okay, pause the video, have a go at the we do, please. Okay, so well done if you put 3. -5, -5, subtract 3 will get you to -8. Now, notice guys, here we have a negative symbol in front of this 5 and we have a negative symbol in front of the 8. And we have the subtract symbol and they're the same. It's just really important to make sure that you don't think this is a minus number here, because we have subtracted a +3 to get to -8, okay? So it's really important that you've got that clear in your minds, and we'll keep touching on that. So on this I do, we've got -5, so think of that number line again. So we've gone to the left, we're below 0 in the negatives, and then it's now asking us to add a number to get to -4. So to get just one more up to -4, we're going to put a +1 in there. Okay, pause the video, have a go at the we do. So it was a +1 again. Nice and easy. Well done. Okay, example 3. This time it's a +1, and it's asking me to subtract a number to get to -4. So I'm just above 0 with my starting point of 1. I'm subtracting, so that means I'm going to be going to the left. I need to get to -4 over here. To do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my missing value is +5. Okay, pause the video and have a go at the we do, please. So first real bit of challenge on this one. Well done if you put 15. We start at +5. We need to get to 0, so we need to subtract 5, and then we need to get to -10. So we need to take another 10 off, so we have to subtract on altogether +15. Okay, that I do. This time we're missing the first number. Well, I can work backwards here. So if I start my 4 and it's asking me that I should have added 5. Well, if I subtract 5 and work backwards from 4, I'm going to get down to the left because we're subtracting and we're working backwards. So to get 0, we take 4 and then I need to take 1 more. So that's -1. So the missing value must be -1. And then just to double check, what you can do is you can go back the other way, which it's asking you to do in the actual question. So -1, add 5, does that get us to 4? Yes, it does. So you can double check after you've worked backwards to get to your starting point. Okay, pause the video, have a go at the we do. Well done if you got -13 as your answer. So you should have worked backwards again because that would have helped. And then you can work forwards to check your answer just like we said. Well done if you got those right. Okay, on to our questions. So filling in the gaps. We're missing an L there on fill. So make sure we're using our good English grammar skills. Maybe fill that in if you're writing that out in your book. Make sure there's 2 L's. Okay, so set your timer for 10 minutes and have a go at these 9 questions here. Pause the video and then when you're ready, press play for the answers. Do I sound enthusiastic enough? So here are the answers. Get your green pen. Make sure you're correcting any errors for any answers. And as always, understanding where the error occurred if we can, because that's the most important part. It's very good to get those that you got right, but even better if you can see where you went wrong on the ones that you found tricky and didn't get right on this occasion. It's a good starting challenge there. Let's move on. Okay, so some more questions here. They will be slightly more challenging. As we can see, in some of them we've got more values, and notice there's a little gap here, so that means it could be a 2-digit number, and that's there with a lot of them. Maybe not, but just make sure. Make sure you get your timer 10 minutes, and when you're ready and you finish, play and you will see the answers. Okay, grab those green pens, tick away. Well done if you're getting the majority of them right, aiming for that 80%. And again, if you're not sure, work your 80% out for the 9 questions. Okay, question 3. Here's some more, always challenging. Here's the next step. Let's go. Pause the video, give yourself 10 minutes, and when you've finished, press play. Okay, here are the answers. I'm sure you've been getting much better at these. You've been improving on those errors that you've been getting wrong, and that's probably going to be helping you get these even more challenging questions right. Because when you start to notice a trend of where you make little errors, when you start putting that right, it soon fixes the problem for other questions and harder questions. Make the needed corrections, please, with those green pens. Okay, and that draws us to the back to the objective slide and the success criteria. We was evaluating missing numbers to complete calculations. So when we evaluated, we can say that for some of them we were able to work backwards and then double check the answer working back forwards. That's when we was missing the starting number. And we also evaluated where we had to use more maths for bigger calculations. So can you break them down and do things in steps? Okay, you know, we use our number line. I talk about that a lot to help us. I mentioned about getting to 0 first, and then whatever the difference is on the number you're adding or subtracting, then use that as the second step. So I always find it helps to get to 0 and then do the next bit and get to the number that it's asking you to get to. So well done today, guys. Make sure again that we are reflecting effectively. It's important, write these questions down and then answer them. So write one and then put an answer underneath. It only needs to be a couple of sentences. What did you find easy today? What did you find tricky? A little bit difficult? And most importantly, how did you improve on them errors? It's always important to know how we improve on those errors, because that is how we're going to get even better overall. And then having an explanation for that, when you can explain to your teacher or to your peer or whatever the task might be, even to yourself, when you can do that, that shows real good self-assessment. Okay. Lastly, sending that work in, giving them examples, picking up those much deserved achievement points. Thanks for being with me again today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video soon. Take care.